Welcome. Tournamatic.com is a professional platform to create, advertise, and manage your next upcoming sports tournament. This video will show how quick and easy to set one up. It only takes less than 5 minutes to have your first event online and ready to take registrations. Other videos in this series will cover more advanced features of the platform, such as enhancing the information provided, scheduling matches, and communicating with players. Let's start by taking a look at what your participants will see when they visit the Tournaments tab of the website. There are several items on this page. At the top is a search box where players can find a specific tournament by name. Below that are filter buttons for each sport and the number of tournaments on the platform already. The next section is a world map. It allows participants to locate a tournament visually. It uses clusters to show the number of tournaments in a region. You can click on them and the map will zoom in. You can click on a pin to see the tournament at that location. Below the map are a collection of tiles. The first set are current and upcoming tournaments. The next set are the completed tournaments. Each tile is a separate tournament. The sport, the name of the tournament, the location, and the dates are shown on an image that you can provide, making an attractive display. Now that we've selected a specific tournament, the display changes to show more details. First is the tournament name, date, and location again, the tournament organizer, including an email button allowing one to contact the tournament host. The divisions of the tournament are listed, as well as the team entry fee. We have a registration deadline, a drop-down box to choose our division, and finally a button to register. A separate video covers the registration process, but for now, let's move on to creating a tournament. Let's begin by discussing the scenario of this demonstration. Imagine we're organizing a fun weekend tournament for girls' soccer teams in the region. We'll have 3 divisions for players based on age, U6, U9, and U12. We'll embark on this walkthrough back at the home screen by clicking on the Start button. This step creates the tournament and then kicks off the rest of the information gathering. Let's give our tournament a name, choose our sport, and set a location. One note as we progress is that you might notice some minor changes in the platform's look and feel when you go to set up your own tournament, as Tournamatics.com is constantly being improved. Let's take a moment to cover the help system built into the platform. Notice that there's a small blue question mark beside each field on the site. These buttons indicate there's a short help topic associated with that part of the form. In the lower right corner is a large question mark button. It's for more detailed help, such as the Getting Started guide, the FAQ, and notes on entering a tournament. You can either browse the topics or search for specific information here. Also, you can select the Contact tab and simply send us an email for further support. Let's move on to our setup. In helping us enter the details about our tournament, a progress bar appears on every step as a guide. It shows where we are in the process and what we've completed. Notice there are only 5 steps in registering a tournament. Don't let this simplicity fool you, as there are several powerful features you can use once we have the tournament created. During this process, we want to use the navigation buttons provided at the bottom of each screen, rather than the browser's back and forward buttons. Now we'll enter a description of the event. We have a short description and a long description. Both are optional. Don't worry about getting these perfect, as we can come back and change these later. For the long description, we have a formatting bar, allowing us to modify our inputted text. We can do things such as change the font size. We can make items bold. We can even change the color of both the foreground and the background of the text. One very useful feature is that we can add links. Let's add one to the home site for the association. The last item is that we can select a picture for our tournament. Ideally, they would be 300 by 300 pixels, and we could go and upload it. I'm going to skip this step to keep this brief. Let's move on to dates. Here, we need to set the start and the end date. When we click in the field, we get a pop-up calendar. We can set the day, as well as the time. So let's start at 9 a.m. on Saturday. Let's set our close of the tournament Sunday at 4 p.m. Let's move on to divisions now. We've reached a point where Tournamatic really starts to shine. A division is a logical grouping of participants. You get to decide the grouping, and you could do it by age or gender, or you can create whatever type you need with the names you choose and as many as you want. The thing to remember when setting them up is that a team in a division will never play against another team in another division. We've set our first division, U6, as a team with an entry fee of $5 in Canadian currency. There are some other options here I need to discuss. The individual entry option allows an individual to enter the tournament and be placed on a team. We're going to skip that for this demonstration. The team officials option allows us to collect information about our managers and coaches. For this, we certainly want to select that. The team options allow a team to enter its description and logo. I'm going to set them both to optional. The final item is setting the player options. We're not going to require an email or a birthday for our players, but we are going to ask about their parents. We want to set the Guardian's email to required, and we're going to leave the phone number optional. And let's go ahead and save that. Let's add our second division. Notice that all our information that we've put in for the first division has been kept, making it quick and easy to add other divisions. I'm going to go ahead and save the U12. I'm going to move on to account now. The second last step is creating our account in the Tournamatic platform. Here is where we enter our details. The system will confirm our registration via email, and then we can move to the last step. The last step is to finalize the tournament. This will make it available for people to register. All we need to do is click the Launch Your Tournament and we're ready to go. Now that our tournament is launched, let's take a moment to read the fine print for some important messages. The first is for people to register online, you need to link a Stripe account to your Tournamatic one. The button in the center will get you to their website, stripe.com. If you are new, take a look around for further information before creating your Stripe account. They have excellent documentation and are willing to enable to support you directly 24/7 via phone, email, or chat. Note that Stripe has special rates for nonprofit organizations in the US. Now that you've set up Stripe for payment, we need to talk about how people pay when they register for your event. They simply need a debit or credit card. That's it. A small cut of the registration fee is taken by Tournamatic and Stripe to cover the administration costs. If you need to process a refund, you go to your Stripe account, and the amount minus the administrative fees will be returned. Let's look at our tournament page. We'll click on the link, and there we go. Our tournament is now advertised on Tournamatic's platform. All the essential information is there for everyone to see. It really is that easy to use Tournamatic.com, and it only took us a couple minutes to do so. Thanks for watching this walkthrough, and don't hesitate to contact us